Margie is so upset by the fact that Adrian didn't want her for the set. She's been punked out. She's committing, don't do it, Margie. Margie, don't do it.
Margie.
Oh, we'll never see her again.
This is a very different show than I thought it was.
Well, it's not often you walk in on a trauma. Look at Margie. It's, oh, gosh. The producers said that she was too pretty for the role, so our next guest attended her final reading in a doctor's jacket, no makeup and glasses, and it worked. She was still pretty, though, but she got the job in St. Elsewhere as Dr. Wendy Armstrong, better known in real life as Kim Miyori. And here she is. Hi.
Hi.
You know, don't mind Margie jumping off the thing here. Is that really the truth that you auditioned for the role, and they said, no, you're much too pretty for it?
Well, I don't know if it was much too pretty, but it's absolutely true. I had to go in and read about 3 times for the producers and the network execs, and they called my agent and said, she's too attractive, we're not doing Charlie's Angels, have her come back and ugly up. So I uglied up as best I could.
Shelley Winters once did that and got her one of her biggest roles in a movie called A Place in the Sun in 1950. Same thing, they said, you're a glamour girl. So she went and changed, came back, and she got the role. But congratulations on the role and the fact the show's been renewed.
Well, thank you.
Because it started off kind of tough, didn't it?
Very tough.
Yeah.
It was an uphill battle, and it will continue to be an uphill battle for us. But, you know, we're ready for the fight.
It's Friday nights.
No, it's
Thursday
now on
nights.
Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights.
You'll get it right?
I'll get it right. Well, we'll plug it. Wednesday night on NBC, right? And we have a clip that we're going to take a look at and then get a chance to see you in action. You also have a medical background, too, don't you?
Well, of sorts. I had a lot of illnesses growing up, so I have experiences with the medical profession in that way. And I decided at one time to go into medical school.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever make it?
No, I was sidetracked into acting, so I never did really make it, but it's always been an aspiration of mine. Had I not become an actress, I would have become a doctor.
No kidding.
So I have the best of both worlds now.
Well, let's take a look at the clip of Kim as Dr. Wendy Armstrong in St. Elsewhere. About that.
Oh, I happened to be reading one of the articles that they'd done on the show in a medical publication, and about the impact of the show and how the medical profession really loves the show, and because it is fairly accurate as far as the way things are in the medical world. Anyway, it was about the producers having gotten so many calls in response to this particular episode about Gaucher's disease. It happened that a woman had a son who had this bleeding disorder that was undiagnosable. And she got a call from her mother saying that she had never told her that they were Jewish. It's a genetically related disease. And, you know, it was really
and it
touching.
Came from the show.
Right.
And what is it called? Gaucher?
Gaucher's disease. And it's a bleeding disorder that is genetically related.
It's got to make you feel good, you know, when you do a television show like that helps people out, other than shows that just go and wreck cars.
It really made me acutely aware of the impact that we have.
Yeah, a show like that. Do you know a lot of the things you're talking about on the show, and you use those words because of the fact you almost...
practice a lot.
You practice.
We do. We do as much research as is practically possible, you know, when we're doing something, because you have to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And there is a technical advisor there, you know, to help us out and answer questions that we have. But they are tongue twisters, and I tell you, we do many takes and retakes and retakes because of the jargon. It's very difficult.
What is it? Offhand? Can you remember?
Glucose cerebrositis.
Glucose
cerebrositis. And that's an easy one.
And that's in every show.
That's right.
Now, St. Elsewhere had quite a large cast at one period, where it was kind of hard to follow every little story that was going on. They've pared that down now. To some degree.
To a certain degree, probably this next season may show evidence of that. They just tried to simplify it because there were so many storylines initially that it was difficult. So they've simplified it a bit to make it a little easier for people to follow.
You had a part that millions of women all over the world probably envy you for. One role in Magnum P.I., where you were trying to seduce Tom Selleck.
Trying is the key word, because
How
I
far
didn't
did
succeed.
you get? How far did you get?
Not very far at all, unfortunately.
Were there any scenes between just the two of you?
Oh, yes. Yes. There was a scene where I was trying to seduce him, using my feminine wiles to persuade him not to continue this investigation or whatever, saying that there's a Japanese saying, naru yo ni nare, destiny is destiny.
Wait,
And the two of us were meant for each other.
What is that?
Naru yo ni nare.
Naru yo no nari. Is that
Naru yo
right?
ni nare. Naru yo ni nare.
All I know is Shizukani Kampai Shimasho.
Shizukani.
Wait a minute. No, I got it. It means shut up and drink, my friend. It's hang out in a lot of Japanese bars, and that's the only... I got it right, I think. Anyway, but when you do a scene like that with Tom Selleck, okay, and as I said, millions of women are envious. They're watching you, the two of you on screen alone, but you're surrounded by bunches of people. So it's very hard to really get involved other than just your acting, right?
Right. It is, but I mean, it's a matter of concentration, as it always is, regardless of what it is that you're doing as an actress. And for a brief moment, you can pretend.
You also are quite a cook.
Yes.
I
enjoy that very much.
You specialize in quiche, which I'm sure Tom Selleck doesn't eat. He's
Only
such a
if
guy.
real women make it, right?
Oh. Wasn't it voted one of the best in the city in New York?
It certainly was by the New York Times. Reviewed it. I made quiche for the Soho Charcuterie in Soho on Manhattan, and also did some pastries for the restaurant in between acting gigs, and enjoyed it thoroughly.
Was cooking like a hobby for it?
It was. It was before I started doing it for money. I had a friend that was a chef in New York, a wonderful Chinese chef, Lila Khan, and she kind of became my mentor and taught me the basics and trained me for the job.
Do you offer your quiche recipe to people if they write in and ask for it?
Certainly.
Okay. Well, if we get any, we'll pass it along. All right? Okay. Can you stay for a little bit?
Sure can.
All right. We're going to take a break and be back with Debbie Shapiro, who's appearing with Anthony Quinn in Zorba. Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.